Hey YouTube, it is the Midnight Goddess. How are you tonight? I'm okay, I suppose. So today I want to talk to you guys about a domestic violence case that happened in Ottawa. A man was charged after cutting off his daughter's finger. He cut off one of his daughter's fingers and almost cut off the second one. And he stabbed his wife several times and slashed at her. So he was a real estate agent who is now in custody, who lived in Ottawa, Ontario, in Canada. And he is being charged with domestic violence. He's being charged with domestic violence after slashing his wife and cutting off his daughter's finger. He also has another daughter and a university-age son who were not home at the time. The wife had several cuts, including a serious one at the back of her neck. And as I said, the daughter had a finger cut off and nearly a second one removed. Now, the police managed, according to the news article, which is from the Toronto Sun, I will link the article in the description. The police were able to find her finger, and although they've done the reattachment surgery, they're not sure if it's going to stick, bad turn of phrase, but stick, so to speak. Now, after the husband attacked the wife and daughter, he fled to a neighbor's house. And that family doesn't want to comment. They don't want to be involved. But the police have said Police Inspector John Maxwell said that the arrest had been made, that there was no danger to the public, and that they were not going to be releasing any further information at this time. So basically, it's frustrating to me because we still have so many cases of domestic violence, and it's not being dealt with properly. I mean, his neighbors were commenting, he was always smiling, he was always happy, and he didn't, according to the article, he didn't have a previous criminal record of any particular kind, like none at all. And then all of a sudden he does this. So I'm wondering, how long has this abuse been going on before it came to that type of escalation? Because that doesn't happen overnight. You don't go from being lovey-dovey to cutting your child's finger off overnight. So how did we not know, the collective we, not know this was going on? I mean, there was 3 children, one who was in university, and, we still sit, and the wife could have been killed. I mean, and domestic violence isn't just an issue for women, it's an issue for men as well. But I'm talking about this particular article about this case in Ottawa, and it's shocking. Ottawa is where the parliament is. It's where our government is run out of, and it's supposed to be this kind of mecca, so to speak, of intelligence and government and responsibility and things of that. That's what the city of Ottawa is supposed to represent. And I know there's good and bad people in all cities. It's just really bothering me. The amount of cases of domestic violence is just disgusting. And you would think, it's 2014, we're not Neanderthals still. We're people with emotions and, compassion and empathy. And how could you hurt someone you love in that fashion? You guys know I have a child. I could never imagine cutting his finger off. what had to have been wrong in that man's head to think that it would be okay to not only stab his wife, slash her, have a large cut on the back of her neck as if he was trying to slice her throat open or neck open, and his daughter is now going to be scarred for life because she's experienced this. Not only has she experienced this, but she's experienced whatever trauma led up to this in the abuse escalation cycle. So what I'm asking is, what can we do to help stop this? I know we're doing a lot as a community to help stop this, but we need to redouble our efforts. Like, we have to recognize that men get abused. We have to recognize that there's no shame in coming forward when you've been abused to talk about it. You should have no reason to feel shame. Just reach out for help because you're worth it. Anybody out there who's being mistreated, you are not being mistreated, but right now we're talking to people who are being verbally, physically, sexually, mentally, any type of abuse. You are worth more than you think, and you are loved by more people than you think, and you deserve better than to be somebody's punching bag or to be somebody's doormat. So if anybody needs to talk or wants to talk, I have quite a bit of experience in abusive situations, as I have found myself in some, and so I will link the article as well as my email and such will be in there if you want to send me an email and just talk, or if you need advice or just someone to listen. I'm always there. So this is Midnight Goddess saying, if you can't love yourselves, guys, how can you love anybody else? Bye, guys. Be safe. And remember, no one has the right to put their hands on you.